Well, how are you going to do this? Well, what about this? I mean, there's all these distractions, these things that will come to try to take your eyes off of Him and to look at the circumstances and to take your eyes off of the one that you love. And that's when we start to sink. But what do you do when the waters rise? What do you do when the storm comes? Do you fix your eyes on Him? Do you listen for His voice? Skylar always talks about this really great thing of wanting to keep ourselves in a place where there's like this doorway, and on one side of the doorway is the Father, it's His presence, it's His voice, and we're standing right here in the doorway where just the slightest whisper, the slightest move of His Spirit, we're right there, we can just step right in and just connect with what He's doing and walk it out with Him. But when we take our eyes off of Him and we start giving in to these distractions or the fears or whatever it is that's coming up against us, we start putting these things in between us and Him. And by the time we finally hear Him speaking, we've got to push through all these things that we've allowed in the way just to get back to that place where we're walking connected hand in hand with Him. Do you understand?
Yep.
It's so important that we don't take our eyes off of Him. It's so important that when any kind of circumstance, even the really amazing things, even when something so exciting and so big happens, even the really awesome things can be that distraction to take our eyes off. I'm not saying don't enjoy good things. I'm just saying fix your eyes on Him and listen for His voice and keep yourself in that place where just the slightest whisper is all it takes to attract your full attention and to be ready to walk with Him. This is so important in keeping our hearts soft and in yielding our hearts to Him and allowing Him to transform our hearts. When I'm talking about the condition of our heart, I'm talking about keeping our hearts in a place where we're not so guarded. You know, Katie sang it in that song today, the Ocean song. You guys love that song? So pretty. Spirit, lead me where my trust is without borders. Do you know what we're saying there? Okay, first of all, that is a bold statement. It's huge. All of you who just sang that this morning, let me bring the reality of what you just sang. You just said to the Lord, you know what? My trust in you is without limit. So you go ahead and you lead me wherever you want. Lead me through any situation, through any storm, through any circumstance, and my trust will be constantly in you. It will be without borders, without any limitations. Just take a moment, let that sink in. That's huge. So often, and I have done this, I have had those moments where I get fearful, I get afraid, I turn into a control freak, and I'm like, I don't know, God, can I trust you? Can I trust you? I don't know. And to really let go and to say, God, I will put no borders around my trust in you. And no matter what you want to lead me through, no matter what I'm walking out, I'm walking with you, I'm trusting you, I will trust you every step along the way. And to allow Him to really move in our hearts, transforming our hearts, bringing healing to our hearts. So many of us, we get saved and we stop at that. We don't realize that there's a whole journey the Lord wants to bring us on in transforming us to become more like Him. Amen. The third one, the last one, is to live in constant surrender. And I'm going to tell you right now, this is my, what I feel like is my little